Shine Inside and Out is an interview series where I chat with some of the brightest people I know who are unapologetically shining their light and empowering others to do the same. From fellow beauty professionals who are experts in the art of beauty and creativity to inner beauty experts who are passionate about authenticity, creativity, health, thriving relationships, finances, and people who are spiritually connected to their truth and living as their highest self.
Hello, this is Pettingill, and I want to welcome you to the salon today. I'm here with Marci Barker.
Glad to be here.
I'm so excited to interview Marci, have her tell you guys a little bit about herself and what she's doing. And so we're going to jump right in. So Marci, tell us about yourself.
Okay, when people want to know about me, I tell them I am a mom. That's first and foremost, that's what I do. I have 4 kids, 4 girls, so our life is always crazy. And they're 7, 5, 3, and 1, so It gets crazy. But what I do to stay sane is I'm a personal trainer. So I make sure that I am aware of what's going on in my life and take care of me first, and then my kids are going to be just fine. So,
I love that. How you brought that up, like what you do to stay sane. Because I hear a lot of women, and I'm not a mom, so I'm not like as familiar with it, but a lot of people struggle with like, oh, my identity is wrapped into like who I have to be and who I show up as. Mm-hmm. Like that's how you balance it. Like tell us about that. Like you bring that into, you make sure to have what you love as part of your life.
Yeah. And we'll talk about our family YouTube channel. But with my personal training, so I'm a personal trainer, fitness instructor. I went to school for health and fitness. But I think it's so important for people to understand what you like to do. Because once you're a mom, yes, there's no going back. But everybody's a mom, you know. Like, you have to find what works for you and do what makes you happy. Because you can totally be lost if you're just worried about being a mom all the time. Because it encompasses so much, but it's easy to forget what keeps you going.
So true. So true. So tell us about your journey in getting into the fitness industry.
Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of funny. So I had always planned to be a mom. Like growing up, I was like, I just want to get married and be a mom. And so that's what I did. My in-laws pushed me to go to college. So I was like, okay, I think PE is probably easy, so I'll just do that. And so I went to school to be a teacher, which is weird because I was such a pain to all my teachers growing up. So I was like, why do I want to be a teacher? But during my education, I started teaching fitness classes, and it was something that I just loved. And then in and out of having babies, I was like, I feel great. All you have to do is exercise, and you'll be fine. Which I know now is not the only thing you have to do to stay sane and be healthy. But I was a fitness instructor, and then somebody pushed me and said, you should do personal training. I said, I don't know. I'm used to entertaining a whole class, tons of people. But then I did it. You know, I had to continue my education and find out what I love to do. And then my husband is a computer programmer. So he said, you have to do personal training online. Yeah. And I said, personal training online? Like, you're taking the personal out of personal training? And he was like, no, you have to. And I said, okay, well, I guess I'll put together what I know works and then do it with people online without meeting with them. And so that's what happened. Everything just took off. So now I run 99% of my business online, and I meet with a couple people in person, but everything is online. So now my husband and I are in the middle. So we do what works for both of us, and it feels good.
I love that. I love that you get to work with your husband on it. Like, how is that with your guys' relationship? Like, is that so fun to be? Or is it too much?
No, it's good. We're the type that can spend all day, every minute together, and it works. So it's actually hard for us to be apart. But he works for me. That's why I tell everybody that my husband works for me.
I'm his boss,
and he's a genius. I'd say I want my clients to be able to do this and this, and he's just like, done. Look at this and look at that, and I'm like,
wow,
what? So I've done a lot of things in my life just because he's like, you can do that. Yeah. Like, you can do this. You can do that. And I'm like, I guess I can. I can be more than just a mom.
Absolutely. So, he's like your number one fan.
And he's like, now go and make me some money.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's fun.
So, I want to know a little bit about, like, your, because I've seen lots of different fitness coaches and things like that have certain like ways that they run their business and philosophy about working out and philosophy about nutrition and stuff. Like these things are like super difficult for some people. Like I'll just put that word on it. Yeah. So tell us about your philosophy about fitness and about nutrition. Like what what stands apart for you in your business?
Okay, that's a great question because I love to talk about why my programs are different.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to be happy and healthy in the same way. If I told you do yoga 5 times a week and you're like, I hate yoga.
Right.
I don't want to do yoga. You're not going to do it.
Everything vibes with everybody.
Yeah, and it's not going to be sustainable for you.
Yeah.
Some people might try a program and do it for 21 days or a month, but if they hated it the whole time, it's not sustainable. So what I focus on and teach and preach with all of my clients is that you have to do something that's sustainable, both in your healthy eating and what you choose to do for exercise and what you choose to do for your healthy outlets of relieving stress. TV might be good once in a while, but not every day,
Yeah.
you know? So with my program, I teach people how to be accountable to their own choices, and I help them adjust to progress. Because if you're doing something that you like, it's easy to just stick with it.
Yeah.
So I help you find what you like and what works for you. And I had one client that said, okay, you're telling me that I should have healthy fats. She's like, well, I hate all of those fats. And I was just like, okay, well, let's find something that you do like. And I gave her a list, and there were 10 things on the list she had never tried before. So I just helped them learn, try a couple things, and now she has staples that she loves. And that's what's going to be sustainable for her, is because she can keep choosing those good options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Because, like, I think for a lot of people, it's hard to, like, change is hard. Like, it's just like, I don't know how to make that food every day, but, like, getting into a new routine and learning something new, like, takes a coach to be like, it's okay, you can do this, and this is how it's going to fit easier for you, because you've seen, like, more options, and you've seen the way that could help them move forward with their nutrition.
Well, and everybody's going to hear something different. Like, you can Google, like, how to get rid of belly fat or how to have a flat stomach, and you're going to find different stuff everywhere you look. So I help people say, if they ask me a question, I say, okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's see how that would fit into your lifestyle. Let's see why this may work for a lot of people. Here's why it may not have worked for you. Things like that, because there's a lot of different ways to lose weight. There's a lot of different ways to have a sustainable, healthy lifestyle, but it's not the same for everybody. So, and with my 4 kids, every single experience was different. Like, first baby, 9 months to put the weight on, 9 months to take it off. Second baby, I lost it all magically. I don't know what happened. I had a lot of problems with rapid weight loss, and that's just what happened to my body. Third baby weight stuck forever, and it took a long time for me to figure out what to do. And then my last baby, I got it off the exact way I teach everybody, because that's the most sustainable and the most healthy way, and it feels good. So I just help people adjust, because everybody's different, and that's the only way it's going to work, is if it works for you. So
I love the customization about it, because you can find exactly the same information online, but someone who's with you and working with you and knows what's going on for you is going to be able to prescribe that better way that will actually give you results and things like that. I think that's so awesome. Cool. Okay, I'm going to look through some of my questions. Kind of talked about some of this, but, like, what are some of the common struggles that you find your clients have, and, like, how do you help them with that?
Oh, good question. This one I love, because so many of my clients say, I haven't lost any pounds this week. And I'm like, okay, well, let's go back to what you put in at the beginning of the challenge, your measurements, the way your clothes fit, how you feel. One thing I'm adamant about is teaching everybody to love themselves now, because if you are not enjoying your journey, then what makes it possible to love yourself when you're a size whatever? You know, if you can't love your choices now, then you're not going to love your choices later. So, and it, there's tons of moms who, I had one mom this morning, she said, what do you say to the moms that say all you have to do is nurse and then all of your baby weight will come off? And I said some moms like that sometimes are just idiots. It's foolish to brag to lose weight without doing anything, and it's not going to work for everybody. So you just have to find what works for you and love yourself now, because if you don't love yourself, then what do your choices mean? They're not going to mean much. So you have to find out, like, I do love myself, and I am going to own my choices, and I'm going to make choices to help me love myself even more. And the coolest thing about all of it is when you're working with moms or wives or people who have a great spectrum of influence, when they take care of themselves, everybody else is going to just love it.
It trickles down into who they influence.
Yeah. And what's more powerful than a mom or a wife who loves herself and is confident and knows how to take care of those around her? That's what I love.
So important. I love that you say to love yourself, because, like, in your journey right now, in what you're experiencing right now, because I think we think we decide that when the grass is greener, when I finally, we do that so much. We're like, oh, when I finally, but the truth is, like, to be present is the gift, and to love yourself now, that's the gift. That's what we all want. Yeah. Because there's only now. Yep. That's so cool.
Well, and if you're not working to be happy every day, then
what?
Yeah. Why do you not want to be happy every day? That's what I tell people. Be happy and healthy every day, because that's what makes life enjoyable. If you're waiting to be happy, you're wasting a lot of days.
Yeah. And I love, and we'll talk about your YouTube channel in a minute, but I love, like, just seeing you on video and you with your family. You live it. You are happy every day. Like,
it is fun. It's fun to be happy. Yeah. Like, there are days when it's harder, but, you can choose a lot of what happens to you.
That is perfect segue to my next question, because one of my questions that I had written down was, do you have hard days? When that comes up, what do you do? Because we're all human. Like, I know you do, right? Yeah. Like, there's ups and downs. There's times when you don't want to work out and you don't want to eat the good stuff. Yeah. So how does that work out for you?
Okay, so some people always say, I don't know how you do it all. And I just say, I don't do it all. If all of my laundry is done, my kitchen is a mess. If my bedroom's clean, don't even look downstairs. And it's the same in my entire life. If I'm doing really good at being a great mom, then my business is being neglected. Or if I'm out there serving a lot of people, then, my house is probably a mess. My family's probably eating not as well. So what I do is you have to find something each day and rock at it, crush it, and then everything else will be taken care of because you have an idea of how to make everything work. And it's not saying that it works every day all the time, but when you take care of certain areas of your life, then all the rest of them are going to be influenced. So there are days where I'm just like, okay, I'm going to Costa Vida today, and it's okay, because if my life is balanced in a way that, it's healthy, not so healthy, that's fine, because to be happy every day, you have to be okay with that. And you can't expect to be perfect all the time. That would just be ridiculous to expect or think.
Do you find that, like, the tool in that is to quickly be able to forgive yourself and just move on? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And one thing I teach my clients, too, is don't ever be guilty about what you eat. Because who wants to feel guilty about anything? So it's like if I have cake and ice cream, it's our birthday season. It's coming up. You'll see it on our YouTube channel. But I'm going to have cake and ice cream if I want to have cake and ice cream. Yeah. But am I going to have 5 pieces? Am I going to have 3 bowls of ice cream? No. I'm going to let myself indulge and then be done with it. So that's what comes from sustainable changes, is that you understand that your body's not going to feel good. You don't want to eat 3 pieces of cake or 3 bowls of ice cream, because you understand that's not going to make you happy. So you just have to own your choices. But when you're consistently making good choices, those bad ones don't come as often. Yeah. So you have a new normal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Just as that goes away. Okay. So this is something I'm really excited about, because we kind of were talking the other day about something you're creating and have created. Yeah. And it's going to help a lot of women who are coming off of just having a baby, right? Yep. So tell us about your new program.
Okay, so since I talked to you last, I launched my program, and I've asked for feedback, because I think the program's awesome, but I want to make sure that it's working for women. So I asked in my Facebook group, give me some feedback, and it's so awesome, because moms who were struggling with baby weight are like, I know that if I just continue doing this, like, I lost 1 pound this week, I'm going to lose 2 next week, I'm going to lose 2 the next week, and they're making the habits that are enabling them to be happy and love themselves now. But the coolest thing about the postnatal program is I teach everybody to love themselves now, because if you don't love yourself, then you're not going to be doing the basics to become healthier. And a cool thing, too, is that husbands are losing weight because moms are taking care of themselves, so their husbands are eating better, and just more balanced family. When you have a balanced family, or you're on the same page, then life is better. It's not mom against everybody else or dad against mom or anything. Yeah. It's working out. So the postnatal program has been really awesome, because women are finding what works for them. They're finding the exercises that are sustainable for them. They're paying attention to what their body needs, and most importantly, they're focusing on their baby, because your babies are only small for one time. Yeah. And so it's important to live in the moment and to be happy, and the postnatal program is really working for those women. So I'm excited. I'm glad. Yes. Yeah. I wish I had my postnatal program when I had my first baby, but Anyway, no more babies for me. That's the goal.
You're done.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
Well, talking about family, I would love it if you tell us about your YouTube channel, how that started, and what you guys are doing on there.
Okay.
And tell the viewers what it's called.
Okay, so we have a family YouTube channel called Nuts and Barks. So it's one word, NUTSNBARKS. And just like I talked about in the beginning, my life can get crazy. So we named it Nuts and Barks because we're the barkers and we're going nuts. But really, it's just me. Really, I'm the one that's going crazy. So it's so much fun. I started a YouTube channel, and I was a little bit worried about it first, but I stewed on the idea for like 6 months. And my oldest, she always said the funniest things on Facebook. And I would record all the funny things, and people would just love it. You know, and you go through your Facebook list and you delete people you don't talk to. And anyway, so I'd go through my list, and every time I did that, I would get somebody that says, I know we don't talk, but I really enjoy hearing what your daughter has to say all the time. And I was like, okay. I was like, I guess we're making a difference, you know? So if you have goodness to share, you should share it. And so that's what I decided to do with the YouTube channel, is to make happy moments more purposeful and encourage people to go out and do good things. And I didn't want to create a channel that was like, watch our family, go to the store, watch our family, go to the park. And so we have made it very purposeful in the things that we do. Some of it is for documenting our memories, but most of it is go out and be a good person. Like, if you think your life sucks, then go serve somebody. Because if you put all your problems into a bowl, you'd always hope that you picked your own right back out. So it's been great for my girls to understand that they're not the center of attention.
That's cool.
That there is a lot of good things you can do, and when you're good things happen. It's just, it feels good to do your best to be a good person and serve and stuff. So we had a segment in September called Service Saturday in September, and that was a lot of fun. So we're very deliberate in going out and doing something good. So we try to post funny things. Some stuff is not as funny, but it's real life. We've done some princess plays and things like that, but it's fun. It's funny. So you can check it out. We post a couple times a week. We've been a little slow because business is taking off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
been
good,
fun.
too.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to balance it all, like you said before.
Yep. Yes. Balance.
That's good.
Yep.
So was it easy for you to get into putting yourself out there online? And like, was that, because one thing that I'm really big about in sharing and creating this video is like, just helping people to shine their true authentic self and not be afraid of who they are, and letting other people see that and love that. So how do you do that? How do you put yourself out there in your family?
I think you just have to make sure you're a good person, because then there's nothing to hide. There's nothing that shouldn't be shared, I guess. I mean, I don't share everything on the internet, but it's easy for me to share it when I know it's going to serve some good. And sometimes it is hard, you know, because with my fitness stuff, you said there's so many people out there, there's so many different programs and stuff, but I don't want to be just like them. So I've probably told you my fitness profile is not a ton of selfies and swimming suits and gym selfies, because, you know, that the way you look is not the only indication of your health and happiness. It should be what you're doing. And I've learned that when you share good things, it helps other people be more aware and more likely to go out and do things. And I feel that's the ultimate purpose of life, is to be happy and share your happiness, help other people be happy. So
I love that.
The only way to make the world a better place is to start with yourself and your family and your area. So
cool. I love that. It like all comes back to like your why and what you're doing, and then like anything else just kind of falls away. Yeah. And you can let yourself move forward and shine and help others.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And whoever doesn't agree with that probably needs the most help.
Yeah.
So it's easy to identify those people.
Okay. All right. So I have gone through let's see, maybe there was another one. Yeah. I hit a lot of my questions.
Good. Good. Fast talker then.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you would love to share with the viewers about who you are and what you're doing and what you're all about?
Okay. So I could probably share, if you want to become happier, healthier, then you can participate in my healthy eating challenge. That's the first challenge I came out with, and I feel it's the very most basic. So if anybody's looking to get healthier through their food choices or exercise, I can totally help. So you can find all of my social media accounts through Marci Barker Fitness.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I answer everything. I'm on social media all the time, so if you have questions, just message me. I'll get back to you. So
I love it.
yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, Marci.
Yes, thank
This was so
you.
fun.
I'm glad.
I'm so excited for all you do.
I need more people like her in my
Aw.
life. Really. Comment if you're like Drea. I need you in my life.
I need you in my life. I'm way excited to start your challenge, actually. I'm so excited about that.
Good.
I so need that in my life right now. Good. Thank you for being on today.
Yeah,
I
thank
look
you.
forward to, doing this again sometime
Yeah.
and checking out all the fun things that you have done with your programs.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marci.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is a wrap for today's interview. I hope that I get to have you back for the next episode of Shine Inside and Out. And again, my name is Andrea Pettingill, and I just want to remind you to shine your brightest today.